Are you taking your daily vitamins, thinking you're doing everything right for your health? You eat clean, you stay active, you follow your doctor's orders. But something still feels off. Your energy isn't what it used to be. Your hands and feet are always cold. And when the moment comes, nothing happens. You chalk it up to age. But what if the real problem isn't your body breaking down? What if it's the supplements you're trusting to build it up? I'm Dr. James Rourke, and after over 20 years working with men over 60, I've seen a pattern too clear to ignore. Men doing everything right, yet still losing strength, circulation, and their sense of connection in the bedroom. And in many cases, the root cause wasn't aging. It was hiding in plain sight, right in their vitamin cabinet. In this video, I'm going to show you 4 common vitamins and minerals that may actually be draining your energy, stiffening your arteries, and quietly weakening your erection after 60. If that sounds like something you need to hear, stay with me. Because once you understand what's really going on inside your body, you can take back control. In my clinic, I meet men every week, guys in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, who have done everything by the book. They eat well, they stay active, they take their daily supplements, yet they're still struggling. Fatigue that doesn't go away. Cold hands and feet, even in warm rooms. Frustration in the bedroom that no one wants to talk about, but everyone feels. The worst part? They blame themselves. They think it's just aging, or maybe they're not trying hard enough. But here's what most people don't realize. After 60, your body changes the way it handles certain nutrients. What worked in your 40s could now be doing more harm than good. Some vitamins you're taking to feel better may actually be working against your energy, your blood flow, and your sexual performance. And because the effects are so gradual, you don't feel them until the damage is already done. That's why this video matters. Because once you understand how these common vitamins can backfire, you can protect yourself. You can avoid the hidden dangers. And you can start building your strength and vitality the right way. This isn't about fear. It's about freedom. And it starts right here. Let's begin with a supplement you've probably been told to take: vitamin D. It's known as the sunshine vitamin, praised for supporting bone health, immunity, and mood. Sounds harmless, right? But for men over 60, too much of this so-called miracle vitamin can quietly damage circulation, lower testosterone, and weaken sexual performance. Here's the thing. Vitamin D is fat-soluble. Your body doesn't just get rid of the extra like it does with vitamin C, it stores it. That means if you're taking high doses every day, especially in addition to fortified foods, vitamin D can build up to dangerous levels without you even knowing it. Once that happens, your calcium levels may spike, leading to stiffened blood vessels, strained kidneys, and disrupted hormone signals. That hormonal chaos hits your sex drive hard. One critical hormone, luteinizing hormone, which helps your body make testosterone, gets suppressed. Low testosterone, weak blood flow, mental fog, fatigue. Sound familiar? I once treated a man in his mid-70s who came to me completely drained, tired, confused, and struggling to stay hydrated. Turns out, he'd been getting repeated vitamin D injections, totaling over 4 million IUs. His blood work showed a D level 6 times above the upper limit. He ended up hospitalized with kidney injury. It took him months to recover, and even longer to regain his stamina and confidence. And here's the kicker. This didn't come from neglect. He thought he was doing the right thing. But just because a nutrient is essential doesn't mean more is better. Many over-the-counter supplements contain 10,000 or even 50,000 IU per capsule. That's 10 to 50 times higher than the recommended daily amount for seniors, which is just 800 IU. Add in a multivitamin and a bone support formula, and you're unintentionally stacking massive doses. That's why I always say, don't guess, test. Get your vitamin D levels checked. It's called a 25-hydroxy test. Most men do just fine with 1,000 to 2,000 IU a day, only if your doctor confirms you're deficient. So before you swallow that next soft gel, ask yourself, are you truly low on vitamin D, or are you unknowingly doing more harm than good? Next, let's talk about vitamin A, the one you might be taking for sharper vision, better skin, or stronger immunity. It's marketed as essential, especially for seniors, but there's a darker side no one talks about. When taken in excess, vitamin A can quietly damage your liver, disrupt your hormones, and rob you of your energy and intimacy. Like vitamin D, it's fat-soluble, which means your body stores it. Every day you take a supplement with high-dose vitamin A, your liver takes the hit. And here's the problem. The early warning signs don't feel like toxicity. They feel like aging, fatigue, joint aches, lower libido, and brain fog. Let me give you a real example. A 65-year-old man came into my clinic feeling drained. He was distant from his partner, constantly tired, and felt like something was off. He'd been taking 25,000 IU of vitamin A daily for months. Why? Because the label promised youthful skin and better eyesight. But his blood work told another story. His liver enzymes were dangerously high, and his vitamin A levels were triple the safe limit. Worse, his testosterone had plummeted, and his energy had tanked. We stopped the supplement immediately, but it took over 6 months for his liver to show signs of recovery. And the intimacy struggles? They lasted much longer. So what's going on here? When excess vitamin A builds up in the liver, it interferes with a key protein called sex hormone-binding globulin. This imbalance reduces the amount of usable testosterone circulating in your body. Blood vessels become inflamed, circulation drops, and that includes blood flow to the pelvic region. Even more concerning, vitamin A toxicity damages cellular health at the genetic level. It disrupts how your body processes retinoids, which are vital for hormone production, nerve function, and even your emotional well-being. What makes this especially dangerous is how easy it is to overdose. One medium carrot already provides more than your daily requirement, yet many seniors are taking vitamin A supplements with 10 to 25 times the needed dose on top of their diet and multivitamin. And unlike excess vitamin C, you can't just pee it out. It stacks silently. That's why men over 60 need to be extremely cautious. Don't let clever marketing convince you that more vitamin A equals better health. If you're already eating a balanced diet, especially with orange vegetables, leafy greens, and eggs, you're likely getting all the vitamin A your body can actually use. So before reaching for that anti-aging pill, pause and ask, is it really protecting your health or slowly undermining it? Now here's something that surprises a lot of men over 60, iron. We're told it gives us energy, builds strong blood, and helps with fatigue. That sounds good, right? But for most older men, the real danger isn't not getting enough iron. It's getting too much. Unlike women, men don't lose iron regularly. We don't menstruate, and as we age, our testosterone drops, and with it, so does our ability to regulate iron. So what happens when you take extra iron daily, thinking it'll help your tiredness? It builds up, quietly, deep inside your organs, your liver, heart, even your brain. And over time, this helpful mineral becomes toxic. Let me tell you about a patient I saw. Michael, a retired engineer, 68 years old. After a minor surgery, he started taking 65 milligallons of iron daily, hoping to speed up his recovery. Weeks turned into months, and he felt even worse. He was exhausted, foggy, irritable. His skin began to bronze slightly. His wife said he just wasn't the same man anymore. We ran his labs. His ferritin, a marker of stored iron, had soared to 2400 ng. The normal range? Just 30 to 400. He was diagnosed with iron overload, a condition called hemochromatosis. It had already started to damage his liver and pancreas. His treatment? Weekly blood draws for over a year to remove the excess iron. His energy eventually returned, but his confidence, his intimacy, and some of his strength never fully did. See, iron toxicity doesn't feel like poisoning. It feels like burnout, like aging, like something you can't quite explain. And most men don't realize. Iron builds up in your tissues. It creates oxidative stress, a process that damages blood vessels, disrupts hormones, and slows nerve signals. This affects your circulation and lowers your testosterone. Both are essential for sexual performance and vitality. Now get this. The recommended daily amount of iron for men over 60 is just 8 milligrams. But walk into any pharmacy and you'll see bottles with 18, 35, even 65 milligrams per dose, often combined with vitamin C, which increases iron absorption even more. If you're also eating red meat or fortified cereals, the total adds up fast. Your body has no natural way to flush out excess iron. Once it's in there, it stays. That's why before taking any iron supplement, you need to test first, not guess. Get your ferritin and transferrin saturation checked. Because once iron starts to rust your system from the inside, the damage can be long-lasting. Finally, let's talk about a vitamin that's in almost every multivitamin and nerve support formula out there, vitamin B6. It's promoted as a brain booster, a mood stabilizer, a protector of nerves. And since it's water-soluble, many people think there's no risk. You'll just pee out the extra, right? Unfortunately, that's not how it works. Vitamin B6, especially in the synthetic form called pyridoxine, can build up in your tissues over time. And when the dose gets too high, even over a period of months, it starts to damage the very nerves it's supposed to protect. Let me share the story of a man named Paul, 72 years old. He was taking 100 milligrams of B6 daily, not abusing it, just following the label on his nerve health supplement. But within a few months, the numbness in his fingers got worse. He felt burning in his feet. His grip weakened. Walking across the room became a challenge. His B6 blood level? Over 800 nmol, more than 4 times the normal range. The diagnosis: axonal sensory neuropathy, nerve damage caused by the supplement itself. What's scary is that this isn't rare. Studies show that even 25 milligrams per day can cause damage if taken long-term. And B6 toxicity doesn't always show up fast. For some, it creeps in over months, or even years. Here's how it happens. When you take too much pyridoxine, it interferes with the enzyme your body uses to activate B6. This creates a traffic jam in your nervous system, where your tissues get flooded with inactive B6 while being starved of the usable form. Nerve signals get scrambled. GABA, the calming chemical in your nerves, gets disrupted. And the result? Numbness, tingling, burning, fatigue, and poor coordination. Worse, some of this damage can continue even after you stop. Doctors call it coasting. Paul told me the hardest part wasn't the pain. It was realizing he could no longer write letters to his grandkids. His hands had lost their precision. In the US, the official upper limit for B6 is 100 milligrams per day. But newer research suggests that even that's too high. Europe has lowered its limit to just 12 milligrams. And in reality, most men only need about 1.7 milligrams daily, something you can easily get from a balanced diet. Foods like chicken, fish, bananas, and avocados give you all the B6 your body can actually use, safely. So don't let the safe label fool you. If you're taking nerve support supplements, energy drinks, or multivitamins, check those labels. Add up how much B6 you're really getting. If it's over 25 milligrams daily, you could be putting your nerves at risk. These 4 vitamins and minerals, vitamin D, vitamin A, iron, and B6, are not bad. Your body needs them. But too much, taken in isolation, taken blindly. That's where the danger lies. Especially after 60, when your body's systems become more sensitive and your margin for error gets smaller. Don't rely on marketing. Don't assume more is better. Test, understand, adjust with care. Because your energy, your circulation, and your intimate vitality depend on the balance you maintain inside your body. every single day. Let's take a step back. You may be wondering, how can something as simple as a vitamin or mineral become so harmful? The truth lies in one word: biology. Our bodies are designed for balance, and every nutrient plays a role in maintaining that. But when that balance is disrupted, especially through supplement overload, our systems begin to break down in ways that feel subtle, but grow serious. And the worst part? For men over 60, the margin for error is much smaller than most people realize. Let's unpack the science behind this. First, not all vitamins behave the same inside your body. Water-soluble vitamins, like vitamin C and most B vitamins, get flushed out through urine when you consume too much. But fat-soluble vitamins, like A, D, E, and K, get stored in your liver and fat tissue. They can build up quietly over time. You don't feel it happening. No sharp pain, no fever, no rash. Just slow changes, less energy, poorer circulation, lower libido, and emotional burnout. For example, too much vitamin A accumulates in your liver. That overload causes inflammation, which interferes with how your liver processes testosterone and removes toxins. Or take vitamin D. When it exceeds safe levels, it drives calcium into your bloodstream, which settles into your artery walls. This creates stiffness and narrowing of blood vessels, meaning less blood flow where you need it most. Here's another key principle. Nutrients don't work in isolation. They interact, sometimes helping, other times competing with each other. Let's say you take too much zinc. It can block copper absorption. Too much iron? It competes with manganese and magnesium. Too much vitamin D? It raises calcium, but that calcium then lowers magnesium levels, and the chain continues. Your body isn't a warehouse, it's an orchestra. Every nutrient must play in harmony. When one instrument plays too loud, or too long, it throws the entire system off. This is one reason why high-dose supplements are so risky. They push a single nutrient to extreme levels, without the counterbalance of other nutrients naturally present in real food. Now let's talk about hormones, especially testosterone. After 60, your testosterone levels naturally decline. That's normal, but your body still tries to regulate it through the pituitary gland, luteinizing hormone, and the testes. But here's the problem. Certain vitamins, when overconsumed, suppress or interfere with that hormone loop. Vitamin D overload reduces luteinizing hormone production. Iron overload damages the testes and lowers testosterone. Vitamin A toxicity disrupts liver enzymes critical for hormone metabolism. Excess B6 interferes with GABA balance, which indirectly affects your stress levels and libido. These nutrients, when out of balance, don't just affect your energy. They sabotage the very system responsible for male vitality. Your nerves control movement, sensation, and sexual response. But high doses of certain vitamins, especially B6, can damage the protective sheath around nerves. It's called peripheral neuropathy. Once those nerves start dying, you may feel numbness in your fingers and toes, burning sensations in your legs or groin, difficulty with balance, grip strength, and even bladder control. And here's something most don't realize. Your mitochondria, the energy factories inside your cells, are also sensitive to nutrient imbalance. Iron overload, for example, fuels oxidative stress inside the mitochondria. This weakens your cell's ability to produce energy. You feel tired, mentally foggy, and unmotivated. When your mitochondria underperform, so does every major system in your body, including your brain, your heart, and your reproductive organs. Here's a big one. As you age, your body processes vitamins and minerals less efficiently. Your kidneys slow down. They can't filter excess calcium, iron, or toxins as quickly. Your liver becomes more vulnerable to stress, especially from fat-soluble vitamin buildup. Your gastrointestinal system absorbs nutrients differently, often less predictably. That means the exact same dose of a vitamin that seemed harmless in your 40s can become toxic in your 60s. And unless you're testing regularly and adjusting with medical guidance, You may never realize you've crossed that line until your energy crashes, your circulation weakens, and your intimate life suffers. In modern culture, we've been trained to believe, if a little is good, more must be better. But the science of micronutrients doesn't work that way. Your body needs vitamins and minerals in specific, narrow ranges. Too little causes deficiency. Too much causes toxicity. Both lead to dysfunction. Both lead to disease. And in the case of male sexual health, both can sabotage your ability to feel confident, perform well, and enjoy your most personal moments. Lastly, let's look at how supplements are made. Most over-the-counter vitamins are synthetic isolates, lab-made versions of the real thing. They may share the same name, vitamin A or B6, but your body recognizes the difference. Natural forms, like those from food, come with cofactors, enzymes, and antioxidants that help with proper absorption and use. Synthetic forms, especially in megadoses, often lack these components. That's why food-based nutrients behave differently. They're better regulated by your gut, less likely to overload your organs, and more in sync with your natural biology. When you eat a piece of salmon, a handful of spinach, or a boiled egg, you're not just getting a vitamin. You're getting a complete nutritional package your body understands and uses wisely. So what does all this mean for you? It means the very supplements you trusted to support your health could be disrupting it from the inside. It means that behind every vague symptom, tiredness, cold hands, poor sleep, low desire, there may be a biochemical imbalance caused by the very pills you take every morning. But here's the good news. You can take control. Start by getting tested. Ask questions. And shift toward whole food-based nutrition that works with your body, not against it. Because when you understand the science, you stop guessing. You start living with clarity. And you protect what matters most, your energy, your intimacy, and your life. So now you know, 4 common supplements that many men trust can quietly drain your energy, disrupt your hormones, and weaken your vitality. But let's be clear, this isn't about avoiding nutrients altogether. Your body needs vitamin D, iron, B6, and even vitamin A. The real issue is how you get them, and how much. The solution isn't more pills. It's returning to what your body was designed for. Real food, whole nutrition, natural forms your body understands and absorbs safely. So let's walk through practical, powerful alternatives. Foods that fuel your energy, improve your blood flow, and restore your intimate vitality without the risks hiding in synthetic pills. For energy and hormonal support, wild-caught salmon and mackerel, packed with natural B vitamins, CoQ10, and omega-3s. They power your mitochondria, your cell's energy factories. Grass-fed beef liver, nature's multivitamin. Rich in bioavailable vitamin A, B12, iron, and folate, but in balanced, absorbable amounts. Organic eggs, full of choline and protein. These support testosterone production and brain function. Colorful vegetables, like carrots, bell peppers, and leafy greens, provide slow-burning carbs and key antioxidants for sustained vitality. For better circulation, dark leafy greens like spinach, arugula, and kale, rich in natural nitrates, which help blood vessels relax and expand. Beets, one of the most powerful natural nitric oxide boosters out there. Great for blood pressure and bedroom performance. Pomegranates, loaded with antioxidants that protect blood vessels and improve flow. Dark chocolate, at least 85% cocoa, contains flavonoids that enhance circulation and even lower inflammation. For sexual vitality, oysters, high in zinc and amino acids that fuel libido and testosterone. Avocados, full of healthy fats that support hormone balance. Walnuts, a source of arginine, which your body converts into nitric oxide, improving erectile function naturally. Watermelon contains citrulline, a natural compound shown to improve blood flow where it matters most. For whole body wellness after 60, fermented foods like sauerkraut, kefir, and kimchi improve gut health and vitamin K2 status, crucial for bone and artery health. Bone broth supports joints, skin, and collagen. Organic berries, loaded with anti-aging antioxidants that protect your cells. Spices like turmeric, ginger, and garlic, proven to lower inflammation, support circulation, and protect your brain. Why food works better than pills. Food doesn't just give you a single isolated vitamin. It delivers nutrients in harmony, the way your body evolved to use them. Think about it. When you eat spinach, your body absorbs just the iron it needs, not more. When you eat carrots, the vitamin A is converted gradually and safely. When you eat bananas or fish, your B6 is absorbed with natural enzymes and cofactors. That synergy protects you from overload. It balances absorption. It works with your gut, your liver, your heart, not against them. And it doesn't create the silent toxicity that pills often do. Now let me ask you directly, what's one change you're willing to make starting today? Is it tossing that high-dose supplement? Switching your breakfast to include real whole foods? Adding beets or spinach to your meals this week? Whatever it is, drop it in the comments. Type, "I'm replacing pills with real food," or "I'm ready to get my vitality back." I read every comment. Your story might help someone else take action too. And if anything in this video made you pause and say, "That sounds like me," hit the like button so this message can reach more men just like you. And subscribe to stay updated with truth-based, age-specific health guidance every week. This channel is about giving you clarity, not confusion. Let me leave you with this. Fatigue is not inevitable. Low drive is not normal. And fading intimacy is not something you just have to accept. You're not broken. You're just missing the right fuel. Your body still works. It just needs to be supported in the way it understands. You can reignite your energy. You can reclaim your blood flow. You can restore your confidence, strength, and intimacy, even after 60. Don't wait for another warning sign. Take one step today, however small. That's how real transformation begins. Thanks for watching. I'm Dr. James Porter, and here at True Men's Health, we're making aging strong, smart, and simple. We're in this together.